if you're doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, or wholesale, these are the only 5 moves that matter when scaling your business. Move number 1, more suppliers. At a fundamental level, if you know the product you're after, you'll understand that you just need to get the best price, which means you need to find more suppliers. And you'll soon realize that if you're competing with someone else who is beating you, they're finding that product cheaper than you are. So it's just a matter of finding the right supplier. Now, this can be through retail, online, wholesale, distributors, or even from the manufacturer themselves. Your goal is to keep finding more suppliers for those brands and to get the best pricing. Be specific in your approach. Aim to build at least a list of 50 to 100 suppliers per brand that you're looking for. And if you're working in the wholesale space, a key metric to track is 10 accounts per day. Now, I want to share with you an interview that I did with Dan, 1000 ASINs, an 8-figure Amazon wholesaler. He applied to open 1,000 wholesale accounts, of which about 300 provided a price list, and about 75% of those he would buy from, resulting in a 7.5% conversion rate. Now, if you're opening 10 new accounts per day, you should be aiming to have about 2 accounts per week that you can actually buy from. Even if your results are more modest, securing just 1 good account per week is going to be great. Now, you see why it's important to be focusing on getting more suppliers, because that pricing is so key. Getting access to suppliers can be a nightmare, and what we've done is taken all of our top suppliers from our lead service in the UK and USA, and we put them together in our free top 100 suppliers list. I'll drop a link in the description down below that you can access right now. Move number 2, get more products. You've got some good brands that you want to buy, and you've opened up some suppliers. Now, the next step is to explore other products that you can buy from those suppliers of the brands that you like. Now, ideally, one of those top 100 suppliers will likely have some good to great pricing for you. And once you find that one great supplier, you've now got to start looking for the other products that they sell from your key brands list. This is just going to help you increase the volume of purchasing that you're doing and hence increase your sales and to help you scale. Now, for me, if we're doing wholesale or even analyzing their website, we would go one by one through each individual product that they're selling. This can be time consuming, but that is where the goal is. Now, one trick that I really like to use if they have a big selection is keep a product finder. Let me jump on the computer right now and show you exactly how I do this. And if you want access to this entire guide about scaling, I'll drop a link in the description down below. You can access all these links and more for free, and obviously to help you scale your business. Let's say, for example, right now I have 500 reviews, for example, and what I might want to be doing is looking at people ahead of me. I might want to be looking at those with maybe 1,000 to 5,000 reviews. So this guy would be quite interesting. So we'll just load him up and we're going to scroll down. This guy possibly, let's have a look at him. This guy. So when I look at my listings, I'm going to be finding those people ahead of me. They've got more reviews. They'll probably be bigger. So we've got 4 sellers right now. So when I'm going to come down, instead of looking at the brands, I'm now going to be looking at these categories and see what they're selling. So you can see this guy is ahead of me. He's still doing toys and games. So if I was a Lego seller right now, obviously he's telling me that it still keep going. This guy is doing a lot of toys and games and some other ones, but toys and games is the big area. So maybe this category's got a lot more growth. This category right here, well, grocery and gourmet food could be another option. This guy seems to be doing pretty well. Lots of toys and games. And then finally, this guy, toys and games, loads. So I'm sure we know it already, but the toys and games category is absolutely huge. So you could probably build $1 billion business on that if you wanted to, but I at least know people doing 8 figures in just that one category. So when we talk about scaling to 7 figures, great, but you do one category. Now, if you are looking to go elsewhere, this could be the way you do it by looking at what your competitors ahead of you are already doing. They're just giving you the answers. Now, when sourcing suppliers, I'd really recommend aim to open accounts with at least 50 to 100 suppliers. And this can be things like online arbitrage, it can be OA, it really doesn't matter. Now, a quick note, most people in the game on reselling talk about doing the online arbitrage model or the wholesale model. Forget that, it doesn't matter. Online arbitrage or wholesale suppliers, they're all just suppliers. Suppliers who have prices that you can access, so access them all. Now, this is going to increase your chances of finding the cheapest supplier. And once you've sourced and analyzed and looked at over 100 suppliers, you can move on to the next step, which is going to be crucial to scaling your business. Move number 3, get better with existing suppliers. When you've found some suppliers that are working well for you with the brands that you like, it's important to ask them a few key questions to help you double down. And these questions can also apply for online arbitrage suppliers. Honestly, just try it. I know some really big OA sites that have wholesale departments. You just got to ask. Now, the 3 key questions that we ask of any new suppliers, which helps us understand, are as follows. A, what are the brands brands that you sell the most of. This is going to generally show you where they have good pricing, and it will show you what other brands you should explore in their catalog, and you can go one by one through these. B, what are the brands that you work directly with? This is going to show you their best relationships and potential for better deals. Go one by one through these as well. And then C, can we place custom orders with you if we want to order bigger volumes or for products you don't currently stock? This just helps you understand if you can order more products that they don't currently stock. And remember, move number 2, where you can use Keeper Product Finder to find more products. Perhaps maybe there's some really fast selling lines that they can access that you don't currently stock. And if you ask the right question, you're now going to be able to access it as well. Now, this first question helps you discover more brands that a supplier works with, which is going to open up your opportunities to do more business. The second question helps you identify the brands where they have good pricing. This is because they're direct relationship with manufacturers. And then the third question helps you get more products. Now, this strategy increases your spending with those suppliers and creates bigger spends, which generally means better discounts. Now, I want to highlight an example from, again, Dan 1000 ASINs, who runs a successful business. He did 12 million a year during the time I recorded this video. And with those 100 accounts, only 5 of them generated $6 million in sales. This just shows you the importance of focusing on getting better with existing suppliers. By honing in on these relationships, you can really improve your business and scale. Okay, so I just want to take a quick moment to say, if you are struggling to find deals and struggling for time, which is a classic thing in this business, have a think about getting a virtual assistant. They cost just $3 per hour. And you know what? We have trained VAs ready to go. They're going to help you out in scaling your business. We support you for 12 weeks and we charge a one-time fee, and they can change the game. There is a reason why we've placed over 750 VAs with sellers just like you. Have a look at the link down below. Check out the FastTrackFBA VA Academy today. Move number 4, get better with your business to buy even more. Now, you already opened many supplier accounts and you source lots of products, and you've noticed that some of those suppliers are doing really, really well. Now, what you want to do is maximize the results with these key suppliers. Double down on them. Now, this stage is about improving and optimizing your existing relationship to double, triple, even 10x your results. Now, if you spend more with your top suppliers, you generally get much better pricing. And how can we do this? A, improve your reorder process. This is to ensure that your products are never out of stock. This means you're buying more. B, see if you can bulk buy orders and store the stock in your warehouse to achieve a cheaper overall cost price. This can drive down your costs quite easily. C, increase your profit per unit through better repricing. Changing repricer, fixing your rules, making sure that you're getting the most profit per unit. D, increase your sales volume by controlling more of the buy box. This basically means you're now going to be selling more of the product on the listing, and so therefore you're now going to be buying more, which means you can now negotiate a better price. E, increase your listings conversion rate by improving the listing itself. You're now getting into listing optimization. If there's some easy wins to be done, this can change the game. F, increase your customer views on the listing, i.e. more customers, by running PPC. And I'll drop a link up above to a great video that Corey Gannon made, about 8 minutes long. It will show you exactly what you need to do, and it changed the game for him, and it's something we run as well. G, increase your conversion rate with coupon codes, discount codes, by being able to sell more and obviously get more stock. Now, by maximizing your existing supplier relationships, you can get even better pricing. Now, move number 5, get new categories, new niche. The fifth and the final move is about expanding into a new category. And to be honest, if you're not over 7 figures in your existing category, you shouldn't be doing this. This is really for above that. Now, this might mean you're going to go from toys to grocery or from beauty products to electronics. However, this should be your last move. Why? Because moving into a new category requires learning about how that new niche or that category operates on Amazon. For example, if you start selling sneakers, you're going to need to learn about the different factors, what the best sizes for men and women, the colors that are popular and are not, the return rates. All this knowledge is necessary to avoid the mistakes that lose you money and obviously stop you from making profits. And this learning is going to cost you time and money. This is called your ignorance debt. And the cost of not knowing the specifics of the new category will cost you a lot. You've got to pay this debt down through learning and experience, which is why this should be the last move. Now, before moving into a new category, focus on improving your existing category, optimize what you already have, and then only consider expanding into something new. How do you expand into a new category? Well, this takes us back to the beginning. You look at what your competitors are doing. You see what they're selling, what other categories they're in, and that you're not selling in, and you want to explore to see what areas you're missing out on. They're going to be showing you already what is working for them, which can give you a really good guide where you should be focusing next. By analyzing your competition, this is just going to help you make better informed decisions. You can understand which new categories you should go into, explore, and minimize the time to get ramped up to scale that business. Now, a top tip, if your existing suppliers, top suppliers this is, are operating in different categories, and that could be a really good avenue to explore. This is because they are likely to have good pricing already. Now, hopefully you've liked this video and it helped you understand about scaling and the moves to make. If it has, make sure you hit the like button, drop me a comment down below. And from FastTrackFBA and myself, thank you very much.